Six chill, for real.
Judith. The scepter would never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah. King Asa was Judah. Don't crowd me up, who gon' rouse me up? Alistair Crowley, your time is up. It's a big mess, I gotta clean it up. Esau, the end of my kingdom's up. On the eagle's neck, I'll press. I woke up from my rest. I woke up from my arrest. My rulership is up next. No vex. Judah.
All right, Shalom Israel. Shalom. All right, thank you for joining us for another class here at ISBHPK. Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. All right, we're here out of 2610 Granby Street here in Norfolk. For those that don't know, we have class Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Please subscribe, check out all our videos. All right, we also have other schools, Houston, Rochester, as well as San Antonio. So I'm going to say this, Houston, their address is 8524 South Braeswood, but anticipate that to change. We got a new school, we're getting some things prepared, so we can have a new location in Houston. So, Barakatah Yahweh for that, all right? Again, San Antonio is live in full effect as well. They're in San Antonio, the address is there. So please subscribe to their channel. We all have channels, so there's an onslaught of classes. Please check it out, all right? How to watch us in other ways, we have Blog Talk Radio, Priest Mashaba. So this is gonna be blogtalkradio.com/Mashaba. Mashahba. This is every Tuesday and Thursday, all right, at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m., all right? So you can go ahead and get locked in with that and all the archived classes as well. And we also have our other channels that we have. We have the Hidden Truth Bible Show. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, y'all got to go on that. Have you seen that channel yet? The Hidden Truth Bible Show? Yeah, so Von's definitely going to show you. We do like a documentary series, you know, something that's like 30 minutes, 20 minutes long, that sparks the mind. We just dropped one with vaccines, you know, going over this whole COVID vaccine. So for those that are, you know, again, the inquiring mind, you want to have some knowledge regarding the vaccines and where they may come from. And, you know, it's a good video. So check it out. That's going to be on the Hidden Truth Bible Show. And we also have the Israelite Media Corp and the 5 Minutes of Wisdom. All right, so please like and share those. Let's get it out. All right, Israel wear. So Israel wear, if you need garments, headbands, whatever, shirts, fringe pants, fringe jackets, please hit up the sisters on Facebook. They'll definitely get you right. There's a lot of orders going out. And I'm going to say this, from Israelites all over the states, not just only ISBHPK. There's a lot of schools, you know, trying to get their drip as saucy as we have it here at ISBHPK. The sisters have been doing a good job, and they do good work. So please hit them up, check them out there. We also have Fringed Up. So Fringed Up is going to be a subscription page, right, for brothers and sisters to get a shirt every month. Again, a subscription service where you pay every month. You'll get a shirt or you'll get a shirt and a headband. So check that out on our website. That's going to be isbhpk.com/Fringed Up. And I'm going to say it again. Who's been on the website? Anybody check out that website? Check it out. You know, it's good material. We have links on there. We have the calendars on there for the feast days. So please check that out. Share that as well. We put a lot of work into that, you know. So, again, that's going to be isbhpk.com. All right? Hebrew Academy. So Hebrew Academy is for those brothers that want to strive to be a priest, you know, that want to do things the right way and lawfully, as the scriptures say. This is a curriculum where we teach all age of men how to be a priest the proper way. So this is going to be Monday and Tuesdays. Here in Norfolk, we're changing our day to Monday if you're here. So be mindful of that. We're changing Hebrew Academy to Monday. So no saying that I didn't know, I forgot, my clothes weren't ready. All the young bros, Monday, Hebrew Academy, all right? There it is. So again, if you want to get linked up with that, please hit us up. We'll definitely lock you in with that. All right. If you need to contact any of the priests, we have Priest Kazakia, and we also have Priest Kwatazop. So their number is on the screen as usual. All right. Sweet ambiance. You know, I know these are common announcements, but we have new people. So, you know, and then new people online. You don't know who the 15 people may be. But Sweet Ambiance is a business that has been supporting our school. You know, this isn't funded by the white man. You know, this isn't funded by your neighborhood congressman, right? So Sweet Ambiance has definitely been providing and maintaining, you know, and with brothers and sisters in giving. But I'm going to say this, if you want to support, please support our business. We have Sweet Ambiance. You can go to the website and get on the subscription page for that, for numerous amount of different things. But we also have locations. So we have a location here in Norfolk, Virginia at MacArthur Mall, as well as Rochester. That's going to be, Grease Ridge Mall. All right. And then we also have, coming up soon, Houston's about to reopen. I'm not going to say the location, but it's about to reopen. You know, so if you want to support, please. We have all your smell good needs when it comes to your perfume fragrance in the oil form, no chemicals, all right, as well as your aromatherapy. So your frankincense, your lavenders, your patchoulis, your lemongrass, we got it all. A lot of good concoctions. Sister's been making, what's the thing on the desk up there in the front? You got the toner, and the toner's for, come on, you got the face toner. You know, so how about you deal with your brother man rather than the other man, right? That's the little slogan. Deal with us. Come deal with Sweet Ambiance. We have it all. We have the toner. We got the deodorant. We have the lip gloss. You know, lip gloss is popping. We got the bath bombs. We got the bath salts. We got a little bit of everything. We got the exfoliating soaps. So it's all about health. Let's keep that skin nice and clean, all right? And smelling good. Everyone should smell as good as we do. Slogan, all right? You can also go on Instagram. Check us out on Instagram, sweet_ambiance, all right? Any donations, we greatly appreciate it. You see the Wells Fargo, you see the Google Wallet. It's not only monetary. If you want to give Bibles, apocryphers, dictionaries, anything, books that you think that'll help in edifying your people, please give it. We need it. All right? So with that, we'll go ahead and open it up with questions. We will open it up with questions for brothers and sisters. All right? And if not, we'll go into Class A. Does anybody have a question in class? So, Vaughn.
Yes, sir.
What's your question?
Can you break down Jeremiah 23, chapter 5 through 8?
Break down Jeremiah chapter 23, 5 through. Oh, yeah. So the question is, he wants to get an edification on Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 5. Yeah, give us one moment. Oh, I got it. Oh, my fault.
Go ahead and read it out.
Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In the days of Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name, whereby he shall be called the Lord thy righteous.
Right, so this is a future prophecy because it wasn't fulfilled in the past. There was no king that did this, right? That brought the part that said Judah, and read that last part. Judah and
In his days,
uh-huh.
Judah shall be saved,
Uh-huh.
and Israel shall dwell safely.
Right. So key points. Judah and Israel. Why does it mention the two? Because the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. So it does that a lot. The prophets will do that a lot because what happens is if you don't do that, then you got we had one person act like, oh, that's just talking about Judah. They don't understand that. It's talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom uniting it, and Yahweh Shai, Christ, bringing them together in one. So that's why it's worded like that. So read that part again.
In his days, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely.
Right. So key points that it is future tense, because when you look at the so-called black man, Native American, Hispanic, the Israelite man, and you go historically and you look at from the Babylonian Empire, the Persian and Medes, the Greeks, the Romans, like look at all the timeline and all the nations ruling, you see that we didn't dwell safely. Nations, Gentiles were always ruling over us. That brings us to today. Are we dwelling safely? Are we in our own land? Are we united with the other tribes? Or when I say we, I mean like when you look at Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and then you look at all the other tribes on there, right? Are we one? We're not yet, because you still got a lot of Hispanics that hate on the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and you got a lot of Jews that hate on the other tribes, right? They could be dark as hell Cubans, but hating on Judah, calling themselves niggas, but they're all the same color. So that's got to be dissipated in the future when Yahweh Shai comes back, because he's going to unite the nation. Go ahead.
And this, his name, whereby he shall be called, the Lord, how righteous.
Right. So a lot of cats, I'm going to say it again, try to attribute a lot of these prophecies to kings back then. But there were so many specifics that didn't happen, you can attribute it and say, oh yeah, that was King Hezekiah, or that was King such and such. He did that. Like when they go to Isaiah and about the virgin birth, oh, that was the king back then. No, it wasn't. Because he never accomplished all the prophecies that were going to be accomplished by this king they spoke of, or this man they spoke of. So this is speaking of a future prophecy. So read it from the top. Where you at again for everybody?
Chapter 23 and verse 6.
Yeah.
In his name, Judah shall be saved,
Uh-huh.
and Israel shall dwell safely.
Right. So think about the safely. We're not safe now. We still have to fear in dealing with not only our own neighborhoods, right, but the nations, right? Still ruling over us. Go ahead.
And this, his name,
Uh-huh.
whereby he shall be called,
Right.
the Lord, how righteous.
Right.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
So right now, that's the only great salvation we can speak about, us being brought out of the land of Egypt. But he said, when the Lord our righteous comes, that day is not going to be spoken as the greatest day of salvation anymore. It's no longer going to be spoke about, oh, the 10 plagues, oh, we came out of Egypt, oh, it was so beautiful, oh, the Most High delivered us. That's going to be nothing compared to when Christ come back and destroys America and puts all the other nations submitting to the people of the Most High, right? You got that, right? So this is a future prophecy, right? All right, any other questions? Was there anything else on that? Okay. Yeah. You should have read verse 5. You should have read verse 5. Did you?
You start at 5.
Oh, you did start at 5. Yeah. Yeah. Read 5 again.
Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord,
Uh-huh.
that I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
Right, unto David, because that's talking about out of his seed, out of his lineage. Now, there were many great kings that came out of David's lineage, but who fulfilled those specific prophecies? None. Nobody united the nation. Nobody brought peace and took away the fear out of Israel. That's not going to happen till we're hoping our time salvation, right? It could be after we're dead and gone. But we know that it's prophesying of the Son of the Most High. Go ahead.
And shall execute, and a king shall reign in prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
There you go. So not just in one land, not just in one hemisphere, but in the earth, judgment, justice is going to be executed in the earth. That's beautiful. Beautiful scripture. All right, any other questions?
No, not online.
Not online? Okay, we can get that Facebook up. Is it a question that you can answer? All right. Okay, what's your question? What's your question, Manatazah? Get that up.
Stand.
Anybody else got a question? If you got a question and you sitting on this side, we got to hear you. I'm deaf. So, D-E-F-F. So, unless you speak loud, I'm going to go to the next question. Somebody else had a question? No. Oh, see, I hear him. He said loud. You got a question? Oh, say that one more time. Okay, you got to talk loud. Go ahead. Ecclesiasticus 3 and 2. Let's go there.
Oh, yeah.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 2.
Authority of the mother.
Ecclesiasticus
Oh, yeah.
chapter 3 and verse 2.
Ecclesiasticus 3 and 2. Let's go there real quick. In the Apocrypha. Go ahead, read that.
For the Lord has given the father honor over the children, and has confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons.
Right. So, okay, it's saying what it says. Read verse 1.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Hear me, your father,
Uh-huh.
O children, and do their effort, that ye may be safe. For the Lord has given the father honor over the children.
Right. So, the Most High has given the husband, the man of the house, is who? The father, right? Why? Go to 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Right. Remember, they don't teach this in America. They're not going to teach you this. Why? Why are they not going to teach you this in America? Who knows why? What does it do when you teach this? Yes, Asa.
It allows our houses to be in order.
Right.
And what they taught in slavery was for the woman to be independent and don't need the man.
There you go. Perfect. So what happens when you establish this order again? What happens when you establish this order?
Then everybody's household be in order. The whole world gets back into order with the Bible.
Right.
The Bible has to come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ruins what America has set up in their agenda.
Right.
So that's what it does.
You both are right. Very good points. What it does is reestablishes us as a family, as a house, as a nation. So y'all are both right. And that's what they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear this. That's why they're on this, the women controlling, you chasing the women, the woman ruling the house, the kids don't need the father and the mother, you can get divorced. They're not going to teach this. But when we do teach it and establish it in our house, it's going to bring order to the house. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Be ye followers of me,
Uh-huh.
even as I also am of Christ.
Right. So what Paul is reestablishing is what was established in the beginning. So be followers of him. So if we're followers of the Most High, if we're followers of righteousness, what are we going to establish, right? He's going to tell us. Read.
Now I praise you,
Uh-huh.
brethren,
Right.
that ye remember me
Right.
in all things,
Right.
and keep the ordinances.
So he's reestablishing the order. He's reestablishing the order that was from the beginning. Go ahead.
As I delivered them to you.
Go ahead.
But I would have you, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So that's what happens is the natural way to bring ourselves back to health, righteousness, right? Truth. We got to lock back into the Creator. Because what are men chasing nowadays? Come on, y'all know this. What's up? What are men chasing?
Oh, money.
Money. What else?
Notoriety.
Notoriety. Fake notoriety. What, China? Women. What else? What? Getting high, right? Dope, right? So we're chasing all the wrong things. So what this is doing, it locks us back into the Most High, right? So who do we supposed to be chasing? Instagram? The snap booty? Huh?
Right.
The TikTok?
Right, you think she a whole snack, but she a Lunchable.
The TikTok? Do we supposed to be chasing the TikTok hoes?
Right?
No. Instagram hoes? No. Our chase is supposed to be to the Creator. And in return, if we chase the Creator, what was that going to do for our house? See, what the women want, it will happen if we chase the Most High. It will make the man accountable if we chase the Most High, right? It will make him accountable. It will make him a leader. It will make him righteous. But they're so into how the white man said it, how America tells them, so they want them to chase them. But what happens when he chases you, right? It all fails anyway, right? So this is what's going on here. And it's with his question. It's with his question is that when the father is locked back into the Creator, then now you're starting to establish the house, right? So the man got to lock back into the Most High. Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Right, and the head of the woman is the man, meaning that now she understands that let the man run the house, lead the house. He's the head of the corporation. Let him do that. Lead. Right? Just like Christ is supposed to lead us. But when that happens, there's order and structure in the family and in the house. Go ahead.
And the head of Christ is the Most High.
Right. So it would be God, Christ, man, woman, and then children. Right? Go ahead. Read on.
Every man.
Right. So we get that, right? God, Christ, man, women, children. The Most High is reestablishing the order in the house. So, jump back to verse 2, Ecclesiasticus 3 and 2. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
For the Lord has given the Father honor.
So, the Lord had given the Father the honor. So, what this chapter is doing, for all y'all that don't know, if you read the third chapter, this is addressing the kids. For them, this whole chapter is based on honor thy father and thy mother. But it goes in a little more in depth in giving wisdom on how to do that. And it's showing the kids that they the father is the honor of the house. Right? Go ahead.
Over the children.
Right, go ahead.
And has confirmed the authority of the mother.
So, in the mother. So, when America tells you, listen, divorce your parents. You know what I mean? You can divorce your parents.
Emancipate, they call it emancipate.
You can emancipate. You curse them out. You don't have no respect for your parents. Most High ain't about that. He's telling you to fall up under the order of honor thy father and thy mother. Y'all get that, right? So that's what this is saying. Read down to verse 3.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Whoso honoreth his father.
Right.
Maketh an atonement for his sins.
So that's what this is talking about. Are you paying attention? Right. So whosoever honoreth the father, make atonement for his sins. So, I mean, come on, man. Y'all know growing up in the hood, you sold dope to your mama.
Yep.
You know what I mean? 50 Cent used to glorify that. You know what I mean? Selling crack to his own mom. Right? And then not only him, but all these rappers. Right? They selling dope, disowning your parents. Like, just think about the little whack-ass Father's Day, right? Do you really pay attention to that? as much as you do Mother's Day? Because the honor, the father don't get no honor, right? You know, it's rare you got the, some cats trying to push it. Like Father's Day, they get out there, man, I want to thank my father, but that's how many. Everybody else is what? Honor to the mother, but there's no order in that. You got to honor the father. But the father wasn't there. He wasn't there. But why? Why wasn't he there? Right? See, America don't tell you that. America won't tell you, well, he wasn't there because he fell victim to the game. Right? He wasn't taught that he had to be a man. Because America ain't teaching that. That's we'll go into that another class, but you get this. You get that, right? All right, any other questions? So no other questions. Let's go into tonight's class because it's going to touch on that a little bit. Just a little bit. Not direct, but it's going to touch on that a little bit. So we've been touching on the bishop, and we've been going through the series of a bishop, okay? And going through the characteristics that we have to embody. Now, once again, as we go through this, nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes, so don't kill yourself. You're not going to live up to the standard. At times, you're going to fall short, Lord knows. But you got to be pushing towards the standard of a bishop, right? A lot of us want to be teachers. A lot of us want to be leaders. But we got to gain control of these themes in our life to be that example of what it is to be a bishop or a teacher. What's been the biggest problem with the pastors nowadays? Why are we angry at the pastors nowadays, Arya?
Because they're hypocritical. They talk one word and then their actions don't line up with their teaching.
In what way, though?
According to the scriptures.
In what way, though? In what way? What way?
They're not blameless when it comes to.
Right. Give me what are the pastors doing nowadays? Y'all trying to get too technical. What are they doing, China? There you go. They want money. What else? What? There you go. It's for their benefit. It's about them. They're not worried about the body, the nation, right? What else?
Sleeping with the women in the congregation.
Right. Sleeping with, praying at the women and the kids in the congregation, right?
Right.
That's the problem. Why don't we why don't we turn to Christianity anymore? Why are we trying to wake up out of that? Because the example, right? The bad example. So in talking about a bishop, this should be dear to our heart. When we go over these different points about a bishop, it should be dear to us to say, you know what? Damn, man, the bishop, they touching people, they dancing on money, they throwing all you can spiritual power, like, oh, you can, right? They're doing, they're making you pay for
The prayer raps.
Prayer raps,
Yeah.
right? So you got to pray for a prayer cloth. Like, that's not in the Bible. You never read of Yahweh Shai saying, you know what, if you want this player, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Throw your little donation of $100.
Yeah,
Minimum.
like you never read Christ
Minimum.
or the apostles or any of them saying pay for prayer, pay for the gospel. You never read that. Now, that doesn't mean people didn't give money. It means that the way they're doing it and the way they're, I'm going to use this word, extorting.
Oh, yeah.
That is wrong. It's not that people give, it's that you're giving the perception that the cloth, you can only get this prayer through the cloth. I mean, how sickening is that? What about when they touch on the little boys in the congregation?
Oh, yeah.
Sleep with the wives in the congregation. Right? Is that not disgusting, or is that what you want to be about? Oh, wait. You're the only one. It's disgusting, right?
Yeah, everybody's numb to it until it happened to you.
Yeah.
Till you get touched up, felt on by, who was that? What was her name? Grande, what's her name? Adriana Grande. He was feeling,
Ariana Grande,
He was
yeah.
feeling all up on her in front of everybody. Like, that's what it's about? Getting all that
Y'all
side.
didn't see that? He was grabbing her
He was
side
grabbing it
boob.
all on the breast. I
She was
like,
getting it real close to her. It's like, this is like in the middle of
it's service.
the service. It was real weird, but isn't that what drove us away from that mind? Now, 1 Timothy 3.
Chapter 3, verse 1.
Asa, read that. Now, let me say this. This is how we start this topic all the time. All right? Just a reminder for everybody online why it's important, why you can't anoint yourself a bishop, why you can't say, oh, I don't need to learn. Because you didn't do that with nothing in your life. Let's be real, right?
Yeah.
You didn't do that with nothing in your life unless you're you're an imposter. You know what I mean?
You made your credentials.
Yeah, you made your credentials. You're an imposter. So you didn't do the ones that really wanted things in their life. You didn't. Listen, even if you wanted to sell dope, what happened? Huh? Did you just go out there and be like, man, I'm going to mix my own, make my own? No. You had to be what? Initiated.
Yep.
If you wanted to be a Crip, what happened?
You had to get jumped
Did
in.
you just put on a blue rag and say I'm banging? If you're an imposter,
So, right?
when you wanted to do that, you had to be initiated in. Yep. And it's unfortunate because a lot of Hebrew Israelites nowadays, we think that we can initiate ourselves.
Yep.
We think that I don't need anybody to vouch for me. Right? Moses had somebody vouch for him. Aaron had somebody vouch for him. David had somebody vouch for him. There was always somebody, meaning Hezekiah had somebody vouch. There was always somebody to vouch for, say, hey,
Yep, he was approved.
that brother or that sister, man, is they're good. Hey, you don't got to worry about that brother touching on your little nephew. You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about that. Hey, you don't got to worry about that brother smoking PCP and then going out to street speaking. You don't got to worry about that with him. You know what I mean? Hey, you don't got to worry about that brother, man, eyeballing your rib, you know, and every time she walk away, he looks at her ass. You ain't got to worry about that. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to. Why? Because he carried himself of a good standard he got to that point to being a bishop to be able to say, damn, this dude he's an upstanding citizen, right? But remember, when we came in, we had those demons on us.
Yeah.
It was just a natural thing where when you see a woman turn around, you what? You looking at her hinder part, right?
Checking it out.
But what did the bishop have to learn? You see that? It was a natural thing. And for the wicked ones, come on. For the thieves, the child molesters, like, come on now. But now let's be real. Don't a lot of our people still got spirits like that on them?
Oh, yeah.
You might not be a child molester, but how many of you come in with a big lust spirit? Think about it. With a real big lust spirit on you. You see, so we got to see why there got to be some accountability when the Most High is requiring the bishop, okay? When you look online, and this is a new sister, right? When you look online, you're going to see a lot of the bad examples. Why? Because there's a lot of brothers, it says they have a zeal but not according to knowledge. What they did is just threw on the fringes, threw on the beard and said, oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm going to go teach. But nobody never taught them. When the Bible says when you ought to be teachers, you need someone teach you. That's for everything. You want to work at Apple, you need someone teach you. You want to work at Microsoft, you need someone teach you. You want to be an accountant, you need someone teach you. What?
Even King David said, how have I not obeyed the voice of my teacher?
And that's a king, right? But a lot of times our zeal, Jeremiah said it best, the zeal of my people eateth them up. They got so much zeal, they're like, man, I'm going to just go teach, and it be good. All praise to the Most High. The heart of our people is it be in the right place, but it don't be with knowledge. So you see them what? They smell like cigarettes, street speaking.
Right.
Right? They're fighting people out there street speaking. This is eradicating all that and showing us there has to be somewhat of a standard, right, for the bishops. So read that real quick and then we're going to get to the point where we're at. Go ahead.
1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
This is a true saying
Go ahead.
If a man desire the office of a bishop,
Yeah.
he desireth a good work.
And once again, for all you brothers aspiring and trying to be this bishop, it's a good thing. The Most High said, if you convert a sinner, you cover a multitude of sins. Most High said we're a nation of kings and priests, right? So we got to step up to it, to being the bishop and being this person the Most High wants us to be, right? Go ahead.
A bishop then must be blameless.
But, in order for me to be anointed bishop, I have to have some accountability to be that bishop and teacher, right? I had to care about being blameless, right? Now, I'm going to say it again. We all make mistakes. We all mess up. But is there at least an acknowledgement? Damn, man, if I'm going to be a priest, I don't want to be like the Christians out there in the world. I got to have my stuff together before I start. Yeah, I know how to. I sat there and I watched all the street speakings and all the classes, but I'm still not blameless, right? I got to get better at that. And we went over that. We went over that topic. Go ahead.
The husband of one wife.
Right. We went over this topic, showing that I want to get all these women. I want to be like King David and King Solomon, but I don't know how to deal with one woman, right? We've touched on that. So that's already online, all right? Go ahead.
Vigilant.
Right. A person that's aware and vigilant of his surroundings and what he's doing, right? We touched on that. Go ahead.
Sober.
Right. A person that's sober, not only drinking-wise, but sober-minded and aware, right? We touched on that. We've touched on all these points up to now. Okay, go ahead.
Of good behavior.
Right. A lot of Israelites don't think they have to behave themselves good, right? And have a standard about themselves. Go ahead.
Given to hospitality.
Hospitable, right? Sometimes you see Hebrew Israelites, man, they don't got no class. Because you didn't have it in the world, and then you didn't think to work on that and being hospitable to your brothers and your sisters. So we went over that. We touched on that. So all these are already on the channel. If y'all didn't catch them, they're amazing. Amazing points and topics that we went over. Go ahead.
Apt to teach.
Ready to teach, right? But how am I going to be ready to teach when I don't want to be blameless? When I don't want to deal with my woman? I don't want to deal with my kids, right? I ain't going to be ready to teach. Go ahead.
Not given to wine.
Right? You're drunk. You still, like I said, you're PCP in street zones, right? You're still smoking cigarettes, taking a cigarette break, at the street speaking.
Man, he should have right after. It was a stressful teaching, man.
Listen.
Israel.
Listen. There's all kind of madness going on. Go ahead.
Yep.
No striker.
Right? You're knocking cats out. You ready to knock somebody out. I mean, we all got to defend ourselves, but you shouldn't be going out today, man. Somebody's going to get knocked the hell out with this staff. Right. We went over that. We touched on that topic. Go ahead.
Not greedy of filthy lucre.
Right. Not motivated by money. Filthy lucre is talking about money, right? We touched on that. Not being like the priests of the past. These bad priests. The Christian priests. The Catholic priests, right? We just talked about that. The touching, the stealing, the thieving, right? Not worried about their people. Go ahead.
But patient.
But what?
Patient.
Oh, Lord. Whew. Right. Constantly working on that. Patience. Go ahead.
Not a brawler.
Right. Once again, not a brawler, meaning not fighting. Right? So the good thing is, like, when we talk to the kids, we remind the kids that they can't have this characteristic. You're just play fighting. You're not supposed to do that. Because you get too comfortable, you might punch somebody in the face. And then what? So you don't supposed to have that spirit around you. Go ahead.
Not covetous.
Not what?
Covetous.
Desiring something that's somebody's. So you got a lot of brothers and sisters that come in with that coveted spirit because their goal is to obtain, right? So we touched on that. Go ahead.
One that ruleth well his own house.
So that's the point we're on now. That brings us to the point we're on now. One that ruleth his own house well, right? Because Why? Read on.
Having his children in subjection.
That's the first. These are our first flock. If you can't guide your children, you can't flock around your wife and your kids, how are you going to do that with the flock of the Lord? Y'all understand that? So this is the point we're on about a man ruling his house. This is one of the major steps that has to be done if you want to be a bishop, right? You got to know how to rule your house. Now, don't beat yourself up. No house is perfect. But am I garnering the essential elements to rule my house? Am I even aware? Right? A lot of cats ain't even aware that you got a house to rule. Right? You're still diving from woman to woman. So you got to think about this. Go to 2 Corinthians 14 and 14. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not that. Skip that. Job 40 and 7. So in order to rule your house, what is one of the essential elements? Now, we can go over a lot of points on this. That's so much. But we're going to bring out certain elements that is needed for that man to be a bishop. What has to be in this man? Job 40 and 7, and then give me 2 Esdras 14 and 13.
Job chapter 40, verse 7.
All right, go ahead and read it, Doc.
Gird up thy loins now like a man.
Right, so the first thing that a husband, a leader that's needed for his house is that he has to gird up his loins like a man. Why? Because a lot of times the boys haven't made it to the man. You 30 years old and you still want to what? You still want to play video games or what?
Run the streets like a teenager.
Run the streets like a teenager. So think about it. How could you be a bishop and you still don't know how to focus and sit down and study? Right? You want to go to hookah lounges and you want to go do what? You want to be in the clubs.
I'm trying to post up.
Your attention, you haven't matured. You haven't matured to that level to be that bishop. Now, this ain't a scapegoat, so don't try to say, oh, you know what? See, that's why I'm not going to be a bishop. No, it's too late. The Most High already called you, so you can't run.
You got the truth.
You got the truth. He said you're a nation of kings and priests, so you need to step up. We're going to get to that. We're going to talk about that. But don't try to, oh, well, you know what? I guess I'm not a bishop yet. Let me get in these streets. Ooh, ooh.
Right.
Like, no.
Okay.
That's ideology.
Yeah.
What the Most High is showing you is what things you're supposed to put away. You were supposed to realize that in order for me, first of all, you got a wife and kids. So there was something you were supposed to learn with your wife and kids. You had to gird yourself up. You had to be ready and now make yourself accountable, right? You can't run from it. And what is the black man doing here in America? Now, we know they were taught it. We know that it was beat into them. We know that their father wasn't there. But what are they taught? To escape the responsibility.
Yep.
To run from their duty.
It's called dereliction of duty.
Dereliction of duty. And that's what they haven't done. The black man is still in baby boy syndrome.
You just a
Baby boy, you not the real McCoy, right? Out here running
in the streets.
very wackly, right? Read it one more time.
Gird up thy loins now like a man.
So you got to gird yourself up and say, man, you know what? I got to get ready for this job. The black man has to get ready for the job. That's why we're not going to sit here. Why all of our classes ain't geared towards, the white man, the white man, the white man, the white man. Because like I always say, the white man did his job. You're his puppet. You're his little puppet, Holmes. And he got this hand. And you're what? He don't need to be there. He gave you weed and what? You love it. He gave you cigarettes. That's the white man's drug.
That's right.
What did he say on American History X? Weed is for niggers.
That's that nigger drug.
He said that's that nigger drug.
Get that nigger drug away from me.
Why? Because that's to keep you docile, dumb, and not ready to face your responsibility.
That's right.
You can't think your way through life. The Lord gave you a brain. But why you can't think your way through life? Because you haven't girded up your loins like a man. This is one of the most essential things in being a bishop. Responsibility. You got to be responsible. You got to be responsible for your actions. You always want to blame everything on the kids and the wife. But you won't step the hell up. In order for you to be this bishop, this teacher, this great man that the Lord called you to be, you got to take some accountability. So, gird up your loins like a man. Go ahead.
I will demand of thee,
Uh-huh.
and declare thou unto me.
Right. He said he's going to demand it of you. So you got the black man trying to run from their responsibility. And this is why our houses are not in order. Before we even get to a bishop, let's talk about the black man don't know how to damn change a diaper. Take out the trash. He don't know how to say, damn, this house is falling out. Let me clean it up. Right? Because why? He's still in. My mama takes care of me. My mom cleans my bedroom. My mom tells me when to what? Make my bed.
She irons my clothes.
You're just a baby boy still. But the Most High said, no, I need you to be a man now. Go ahead.
Wilt thou also disannul my judgment?
Right. So go from there. Go to 2nd Esdras 14 and 13. Because the Most High doesn't want you to disannul what he's got planned for you. And that's stepping up. So this is why being a bishop is a great job. But there's a lot of y'all, man, that y'all can jump on the street speaking all you want. But you don't even know how to guide your house.
Yep.
You don't even know how to take care of your kids.
Yeah, you don't know the real workings of the bishop office because the street speakings, that's just one side. That's 1/3.
Right.
Or 1/4. You know, there's many other layers to the bishop that needs your attention, that needs your devotion. And as we get into it, more of the attributes.
Yeah. So we got to see why this is important. One of the most important things being a bishop, right? 2nd Esdras 14, 13. Then somebody give me Genesis 18 and 19. Go ahead.
Second Esdras, chapter 14, verse 13.
I say, hell, you can read it. Go ahead.
Now therefore, set thine house in order.
Do what?
Set thine house in order.
See, in order for us to be a bishop and to be a good example to the nation, we got to at least be 90% on. We're gonna. I'm saying there's 10%. You as a human, as a man, you gonna make mistakes, but you're supposed to be understanding how much you gotta be on point for your people.
Right.
The nation, the people need us. They don't need you to be on Instagram showing your abs. They don't need that. You know what I mean? They don't need you like you with your little fake ass Gucci belt and your pants sagging. It's like, we don't need that.
Right.
We need men. We need leaders.
And counselors.
Yeah, counselors. We need fathers. You know what I mean? We don't need you to be sexy on Snapchat. You know what I mean? Licking your lip.
Yeah.
We don't need that. Your baby needs you to be there for you. Your mama needs you to step the hell up and move the hell out of the basement. You understand? That's what's needed. But the black man, the Hispanic man, the Native American man has been under the mother's teat.
Yep.
He wants the woman to take care of him. Damn. Kudos to the black woman and the Hispanic women. They've been doing it all this way. And the Native American woman, they've been doing it.
Been holding it down, man.
Good job.
Yep.
Now when you niggas gonna step the hell up? Huh? When you gonna step the hell up and say, listen, I gotta be a man now. You want to be cute and shit on YouTube and TV and media and all that.
Right.
It's not about that. Long as you fly,
Right,
the black man, you can watch him. The nigga be broke, walking down the street feeling himself. I'm driving past him like nigga, your vibe is like, you want to just jump out and say, man. Why? Because you're so caught up into your little fake ass persona, your little fake ass dipset spirit, instead of saying, damn, this is not helping me.
Right.
This is not helping my household. You know what I mean? My family don't need this.
This ain't a good image, man.
Yeah, it's not about that. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a dude in the mall yesterday that spent $300 on some jeans, right? Look like some regular jeans.
Right.
For like $8. He was complaining about the 40 after he bought the jeans.
Right. How that look? How that look? Wait a minute. How that look?
Right.
But that's our mentality. Long as we put off the fake persona, I got the nice car. It'd be a raggedy ass house, because when you go to his house, he don't know how to take care of it. But long as I can look good outwardly, I got the clothes, I got the car, right? Now I can put off the fake persona, the Instagram persona, the Snapchat persona. And the Most High is telling us here, watch, read that 2 Esdras 14:13. Come on.
2 Esdras 14, verse 13.
Go ahead.
Now therefore, set thine house in order.
That's what it's time to do. So to be the bishop, we have to be learning that. We have to set our house in order. Go ahead.
And reprove thy people.
Your people need you.
Yep.
The nation needs you. Go ahead.
Comfort such of them.
Right. You don't even know how to be there for them. Why? Because you're so caught up into your own selfishness. You don't know how to be that comforter. You don't know how to give the word of comfort. Because if you did, the scripture, you would be good with this. You would be good with this and being able to go through the Bible and give them the comfort. See? So, yes, we want every brother to be the bishop, the teacher, the leader. But we got to start understanding what it's going to take to get there. I got to start changing my mind. I got to understand, okay, I got to set my house in order. Same with me. Same with me. I had to realize, okay, I'm not a boy no more. I got responsibilities. I got to take care of kids. I got to take care of my family. I got to be an example for the brothers and sisters, right? But why do you think cats are scared? They scared to do that.
Oh, yeah.
You're scared to do that. You're scared to step up to that level because you're scared to fail. But we're going to get into that. Go ahead.
As being in trouble.
Such as be in trouble. Go ahead.
And now renounce corruption.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. Renouncing corruption. You see why it's definitely good to be this bishop. But Ezra came back and he's coming back and said, listen, first we got to deal with these things to set our house in order. You got to renounce corruption. You know what? A lot of y'all still take pride in the American idea, in the American way, in the American belief. Right? You still take pride in that. What?
The corruption is what a lot of our people call real.
Yeah.
So the weed,
smelling like a damn bag of weed.
Like a bag of weed.
Right, that's real to them.
That's real. That's what they classify as being real or
authentic.
Meaningful.
Right.
Yeah, that thug mentality. I always said they equate that with blackness.
Right.
A thug is black. That's not a king is not a thug. We always talk about that. Go to Genesis 18 and 19. Read that. He already has it. Hakawa already has it. Go ahead, read it, Hakawa.
Genesis chapter 18 and verse 19.
Give me Proverbs 27 and 23 after that. Go ahead.
For I know him, that he will command his children.
He's talking about Abraham. When you go to the verse above, he said, I know that Abraham would do what?
That he will command his children.
No. That he'd get his whip right.
Command his children.
That his feet, he's always going to be floating on some new J's.
Command his children.
No. I'm sure he always has a sack Come on, help me out here.
Man, his children.
Right, he's going to command his children.
Yep.
The reason why the Most High blessed Abraham and the Most High will bless us as a nation, a family, a house, is because we learn all these essential elements. That's why if he can't take care of his own house, he can't be a bishop, because he didn't learn these things. He never learned how to be the comfort, be the leader, to give up. What happens when you can't buy the J's no more and your rib needs a dress? Or it's the J's or getting your ribs closet thick with the things she needs, because you know everything she got is tight as hell, right? So it's your J's or getting her some dresses, right?
Hard decision.
The first thing you do, you get the money and you go what? Oh, Dan. Oh, I'm finna spend this.
Yeah.
You didn't go back and say, wait a minute. As a husband, as a leader of the corporation, right? Because you're the head, right? Right, sisters? You're the head. Brothers like that part, right? But when it's time for you to step up, you ain't using your head. So you get the money, you go spend it on frivolous things, but your house needed certain things. But you didn't go through like the head of the corporation and go say, okay, what the house need? Okay. Nah, everything's taken care of. I'm gonna go get me some of these J's now. But you're worried more about yourself because you didn't think about your family. Now, you're not learning this in your household with your family. How the hell are you gonna do it with random people you just meet off the street? You won't. When they give, you'll be splurging that on you. You'll be doing what the Christians do. You see how, in order for you to say, I dislike what Christianity has done, you got to do what? You got to denounce it. Renounce corruption.
Yep. All the works.
Yeah, you got to say, man, I can't go in that mode. What things do I need for me to be this leader and this bishop in my house? So this is needed. This is needed for, man, if a lot of these camps would remind these young men that are coming in, and we were teaching this online, and a lot of this was out there, all these monkeys that just throw on a tunic and try to go street speak, they will fall back. All the things you hear about, the beating of the women, the PCP at street speakings, and the don't know how to talk to a police officer, that's all niggas. That's all nigga stuff. That's what you learned in the world. That's no difference when they put over Castillo, the guy.
Right, he had Philandro.
From Philandro and all these guys, and you sitting over there arguing with the police officer instead of applying the wisdom. Yeah. See, they would be learning these things on how to apply wisdom if they got in the Word. But once again, our people are for show. A lot of them want to be what? They want to bang on the white man so bad, they don't care how they smell, how they look, how they walk, how they talk, how they act. Yep. They don't care about their house. They don't care about these rules that the Lord gave us.
I'm going to just bring it out, all right?
Yeah.
Bring it out.
In order for you to get on those streets, there need to be rules within yourself, a standard within yourself. And that's what we're going over. The bishop, he needs to know how to take care of his own house, right? Go ahead.
And his household after him.
Right. So Abraham would command his house. Well, what? He going to be feeding his kid blunts online? You got to think about it. What are you going to lead your house with? How many of y'all got kids? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Y'all got kids. What are you going to teach your kid? Huh? Hell yeah. But think about it. In the world, what would you going to teach your kid? What you have for your kid? What inheritance you have for your kid?
I got that new rap, that rap collection.
Huh? What do they do? What are y'all friends? Who got friends in the world still? Raise your hand. You got friends in the world? What are they teaching their kids? Really? Is that what you see in their house? Like when you started to get away from that, what did you see? What did you see? What?
I seen, like, I noticed how, like, there was something like a front in front of their kid. Their kid did, like contact or whatever.
Contact high.
They be like, I be all sleepy, like crazy.
Yeah.
And they be like selling drugs in front of their kids. It's like your kid growing up watching you sell drugs. And this how Proverbs 22 verse 6 say,
Train up a child.
right? So he gonna grow up thinking like, I have the same thing as my dad who sell drugs and get loud.
Where's the mic? Give him the mic. Right, because they can't hear him online. It's very low online when I was watching yesterday. But y'all see that? And that's why I just didn't want you to say it. I really wanted to really see what y'all seeing. Because some of y'all still got those old people that you try to reach with the knowledge. Right? And what are they doing with their family, their house, their kids? How are they solving issues? What issues are they solving? What?
They ain't solving no issues. They doing the same thing they were doing 20 years ago or 15 years ago.
Hold on.
Right.
Yeah, they not solving no issues. They handling it the same way they was handling it 20 years ago, 15 years ago. They still selling drugs. They still, this is how you do it. Not even giving the kids a chance.
Right.
This is how you go up your neighborhood. This is what neighborhood you from.
Right. Why are
This
we?
is what you read.
Right. Why are we taking pride in that? See, it starts with us. We can only be accountable for what we're doing. So why are we out in those streets? Why are we out in those streets and teaching and leading and trying to get our people to get this knowledge? Why? Why? To transform their mind, right? That you be transformed by the renewing of your mind, your thoughts. So it's for you, it's for your kids, man. It's for your household. So read on, come on.
And they shall keep the way of the Lord to do justice and judgment.
That's what we're supposed to be teaching our kids. The way of the Most High to do justice and judgment, right? Go to Proverbs 27, 23.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 23.
Oh, hold on a second. You're yelling. Go ahead, let me see you read. Proverbs 27 and 23.
Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
But diligence to do.
No. Keep trying, all right? You got to get better at your reading. Keep the zeal. I don't want to quench your spirit, but we need it to be clear, all right? Go ahead, I'll read that.
Be thou diligent
Uh-huh.
to know the state of thy flock.
Right, so that's what we're supposed to be doing in the household. The leader of the house has to know his flock. But you don't know what your daughter's doing. You don't know what your kid's doing. You don't know what your household's doing. And not only do you not know, but you can care less. How many black parents care less? You shove them the iPad and what?
See you tomorrow.
You shoving the iPad and what? You don't even care about the TikTok restrictions. You don't even care about they just walk around with the house with their earphones in their head and they ain't even paying attention. When's the last time you had a meaty conversation with them? Right? A conversation to get in that mind. Right? But these are the things you miss because you're not knowing the state of your flock. Your ribs finna snap. Your kids are finna snap. Because you don't know your flock. Because you're not in flock mode. You're in what? I'm still in baby boy mode. So this is what a leader is learning in his house. You got to take care of your kids, your family, your household, your nation. Read that first. Read it one more time and give me 1 Peter 5 and 2.
Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flock.
You see, you got to be diligent. Who's your first flock?
Your household.
Your household, right? Your first flock is your household. Your first flock is your household. That's the first thing before you come into the house of the Lord. And this is why we got to push this. We got to remind brothers this importance. Because if not, then you'll come in And that's why you got a lot of people treating the house of the Lord wrong. You don't care about your house. What about the strangers?
Right.
If you ain't patient with your rib, you sleep with her, you make love to her, you make babies with her, but you don't got patience and long suffering, then how the hell are you going to do that with strangers?
6 strangers at that.
Strangers, yeah, sick, attitude, negative.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean? I had a brother hit me up at 2 o'clock in the morning. He called me because I was on my way to the bathroom.
Got me.
I'm like, but what I'm doing, I'm communicating with him at 2 in the morning. How many of y'all, you at 2 in the morning, yeah, you did it for the clubs. Right? But go ahead and let a brother hit you up at 2 in the morning. It's too late for that, priest. It's too late for that. No, it's not. You stood up 3, 4 in the morning. When you went to Vegas, you didn't even go to sleep.
That's right.
You didn't even go to sleep. You was up all till the sun came up. Right? But you talking about, oh, it's too late to get counsel. You never know. That brother, he probably needed it.
Yeah.
But these are the things that's needed. And if you don't learn these things, essential elements in your house, man, you're going to come to the house of the Lord. You're going to be short. You won't be giving. You won't be patient. You won't be long suffering. You won't be gentle. Because, oh Lord, the woman, your wife knows how to pull that long suffering out of you. Your kids, oh my God, they know how to pull that long suffering out of you. Right? You got to be on everything, but you got to know the state of your flock. You got to be ahead of them. Right? That's why I beat myself up. I'm like, dang, I should have already knew.
Right.
I should have already knew they were going to forget the dang trash. I should have waited till the trash man got there before I got in the shower. You see? Yeah, that's personal because I should have knew that the state of my flock. Y'all see that? But are you thinking about your household like that? Taking care of them, being with them, right? Training your child, your son, your daughter. They need to hear the commandments. They need to hear the law, right? Where are we at right now? And, hold on a second. No. Y'all are on point. Hallelujah. But sit the hell down real quick. I'm talking about the scripture. Read Proverbs 27 again.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 23.
Yeah, who was reading that?
That was
I said?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flock.
Go ahead.
And look well to thy herds.
And look well to thy herds. Right? That's where we were at?
Come.
Oh, okay, I put it. Okay, 1 Peter 5 and 2.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 2.
He got it. Manatazai, you can chill. You got to get better at your reading. Go ahead, read that.
1 Peter 5 and 2.
I mean, REI, I'm a 1 second. Yeah. Go ahead, read.
Feed the flock of the Most High.
Do what?
Feed the flock of the Most High.
So, your first flock is your family. Right? But you don't know that. A lot of brothers and sisters don't know that. Because the white man, what? Divided homes. He divided families. He divided households. He gave you all the things to distract you from love. True love for your family, your household, your nation. He took all those things from you. Right? You got everything else distracting you. So now the flock of the Lord, you were supposed to feed them. How you going to feed the flock when you won't feed your rib or your kids? You see how it goes hand in hand? Why in Timothy's it says, if you can't take care of your own house. What's that, Ariah?
You're still in that mind state of it's every man for himself.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you have the wife and get the kids, you still got to look out for what they tell you is you still got to look out for number one.
Right.
And they teach you that even in a household, like, okay, the children, they still got to look out for themselves. Not to do with the parents.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, but
that's sad.
To make sure they're good. The wife, she has to make sure she's good, because at the end of the day, that's what say.
If she's not good,
If she's not good, then
nobody else is good.
That's that hood mentality,
Right.
right? Hood logic 101, right?
Chapter 1, verse 1.
1 verse 1.
Come.
Get yours.
Get yours before you get everybody else.
Right. Read on.
Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you,
Go ahead.
taking the oversight thereof.
You had to take the oversight of your family in order to take the oversight of the church.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
Not by constraint.
Not by what?
Constraint.
Because a lot of cats feel what? Forced. See? You can't feel force. You did it.
Right, take your son. Oh my God.
Yeah, you did it. What are you talking about? You had the babies. Now all of a sudden you don't want to be the responsible husband? Oh man, you're going to do like Al Bundy. You in Al Bundy mode. You know, I'm off of work. I'm off of everything. Like, no, you're off of work. Now you got work.
Leave me the hell alone.
Or else, why you should have stood single? I always said it. I'm like, bruh, do you know what you get into having 6 babies? Cats is like, yeah, oh, yeah, most high. Israel's fruitful. Pew, 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 pew. Like, you got all these damn kids, but you ain't got no patience to take care of them. Like, I don't get it. Like, you had them, but then you don't want to be the leader of the flock. You're not thinking, man. But that's that hood mentality. I'm going to have sex and I'm going to pop. Like, tell brothers about condoms. Oh, no, I can't do that.
That was created by the wicked.
Right. But what are you doing to understand that if you got 10 kids, who is going to take care of them? Your rib can't do it all alone. She can't do it all alone. You have to be there too. That means if she is taking care of the 10, then are you going to take out the garbage? Huh? You going to help change a damn pamper? Or you too hard for that? You too hard for that? Nah, bro, you got to help too. There's things you're doing in the house that's going to teach you how to be that help in the sanctuary. Taking the oversight. Hold on, go ahead. It's 8:17.
But willingly.
But what?
Willingly.
Go ahead.
Not for filthy lucre.
Yeah, not for any reward. The infatuation is over. You know what I mean? It ain't like, oh, you know what? You know, I'm trying to please her. Could you still not be engaged sexually, but still be there as a father? You know what I mean? And I say that to say, not that you're going to stop having sex. I'm saying that to say, you know how when you was single and y'all are new, it was motivated by that attraction. That is gone now. Now you have to step up to the next level of your relationship and do what?
Responsibility.
Responsibility.
Take care of responsibility.
That infatuation is going to be gone. Huh? 6 months, 3 months. I know you now, right? That's how it is, right? But you add a kid or two in there and what? Now you got responsibilities. And if you don't add kids, are you going to be responsible for your wife's soul? And that's what being a bishop is. He's learning this in his household to take care of the flock of his house. In return, he will learn how to take care of the flock of the Lord. Go ahead.
But of a ready mind. Neither as being lords over God's heritage.
Right. You know why that's important about being lords over it? You know what a lord is? A lord is just, now, you just want to be known by stature and name. That's that lord mentality. You know what I mean? I want to be known by stature and name, not by duty. A lot of men, you just want to be known, oh, I'm the head of the house. I'm the king of the castle, right? You go back to the 1 Corinthians 11:1, and you're like, look, I'm the head. You got to be obedient. But damn, you got to use wisdom. You got to use your brain. You got to guide the house in righteousness. You got to be on point and not letting cancers and negative get in. Yeah. You're right. You are the head, so be the damn head. And don't act like the toe. Right? she's in there feeding the baby. You understand this? So these are the essential elements we're learning. We should be learning as bishops. Y'all give this brother a seat. No, sis. Let one of these let one of these young girls give up their seat. Well, yeah, or swap. Do that. Y'all understand that? Do y'all understand where we're going to? Sis, do you, because you're new, if you can get it, then the point is coming out. Do you understand what we're going over? We're talking about the men being a bishop, and it's a good calling, but we ourselves got to step up to the plate and see that we're needed. All right? Go from there. Go to, no, not a filthy lucre. Go ahead.
Not for filthy lucre.
Go ahead.
But of a ready mind.
But of a what?
Ready mind.
You see how we got to be ready? We got to be ready for the responsibility.
Yep, you got to be in tune, alert, awake.
Yeah.
A lot of brothers walk around just drowsy.
Yeah, like you still under the damn ganja influence.
Yeah.
I get it.
You still don't get it.
Y'all better do a colonics cleanse or something.
Right.
Get all that damn excess of ganja out of your system because y'all
blood
be
cleanser.
moving around docile and slow-minded.
Yeah.
You need. It's time to guide your house now.
Wake up.
What?
I just went to the mall today. He was like, man, I don't need no fragrance because I ain't even got that weed smell no more. He smell like a pound. I'm like,
Yeah, well, monkeys take glory in that. He's a monkey, man. He takes glory in that foolishness, right? They take pride in it, right? But when it comes to that child support, he ain't taking pride in that. He'll go spend it on the pound, right? He'll go spend it on the weed, right? And we know child support is used against our people, but let's be real. Some of these niggas need it, right?
That's right.
Because they won't do nothing. They won't do nothing.
Got to put you in order, bro.
You see that? They won't step
We
up.
got to get you moving, man.
Come,
gotta
we
force
know
this.
child support is evil because
Right.
they got to cancel your license. They going to put it on your credit. They
Yep.
going, bruh.
No
that
taxes.
Yeah, it wasn't about
No passport.
helping y'all, but there's some of these cats that need that. Why? Because they won't even show up. You would be thinking, damn, if I'm paying the child support, man, let me show up as a father. But because you met her one night at a club, you think, oh, I'm not a father. You did it.
At least call.
That's
Damn.
what's wrong with us. We don't want to take responsibility as men. You know what I mean? Oh, she's a hoe, but you had sex with her.
You accepted that hoe.
Right. You. Right. But then it's like, oh, you know what? She's out of order, but you loved her.
Like Christ
out
said.
of order.
Yeah, you was with a whore, but
What now?
see your party now, bro.
These are the things that us as men that we got to wake up to. And our duty is to get better, making better decisions and leading our house the right way. Go to Ecclesiasticus 7:15 and then 1 Corinthians 3:9. Let me get Hakawa, get one. Michael, you get the other. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
Hate not laborer's work,
Right.
neither husband.
See, hate not laborers' works. What does that mean? What does it mean? Yeah.
well, the duties you have to do as the head of the household, you shouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be labor to you. It should be what you.
It should be a labor of love. Right? Because remember, you love her, right? Y'all looking and gazing in each other's eyes, right? What happens past the infatuation? All those 6-7 months you gazing in her eyes and you falling in love and you throwing kisses and all that. Sister's shaking her head like, no, don't shake your head because y'all both were doing it. It was good, right? It was good. It was real good. Well, it got to continue to be good as you have those kids. You have the families. You can't abandon ship now, y'all. You can't abandon ship. You still got duties, man.
You can't duck your duties.
Right.
You trying to avoid them. Act like they're not there. Come on. Yep.
Read it one more time.
Hate not laborious work.
And it's labor. It's labor. It's labor to deal with your how many kids you got, Asa? Four of them. Yeah, and you how old? 24. Labor. Get your ass to work. Because now you got 4 kids, 1 rib, 1 sister, right? You got one sister. You got a household on your hands, right? Then you got to study. Then you got to street speak. Then you got to do flyers. You're aspiring to be a priest. You got work. No free time. All that's done. It all should be studying, retaining the knowledge to feed my flock. And as I can get this house in order more and more and more, then I can go sit in those elements that are going to be in me. I can go ahead and do that with my brothers and sisters. You see why a priest wasn't a priest till what age?
30.
30 years old? Why? Because, watch, I'll show you why. Go to 1 Corinthians. Go to 1 Corinthians. No, I don't want to go there. Hold that. Go to, 1 Corinthians 3 and 9. We'll get there.
Yeah, there was one.
1 Corinthians 3 and 9.
1 Corinthians
No, Michael
chapter
Michael got that one.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
For we are laborers together with God.
Right?
Ye are God's husbandry.
So, you got hate not laborious works, neither husbandry, which the Most High has ordained. So the husbandry is what? That's your household duties. You know, back in those ancient days, it was a lot more husbandry, the farming, the animals, not just the rib, the kids, the servants, all those things. But now, I'm not saying it's less, but you got an idea of what you need to handle. But he says, for we are what?
Ye are God's husbandry.
So think about it. You're laboring in your house doing husbandry. Then you can transition to the house of the Lord and do husbandry. It's the same exact thing. Right? Who doesn't got the daughter or son that's an introvert? It's like everybody got one. Right? In the household. Right? That doesn't want to what? Talk. What's up with you? Good.
I don't know.
How you feeling? Fine.
I don't know.
What you up to? Good.
I don't know.
How was school? Great.
I don't know.
Right? But don't we got that in the school? We got grown brothers like that. Shalom. What's going on? None. What you been up to? Same thing. But you learn how to deal with the introvert in your house. You know how to deal with the introvert in the nation. Right? Then you got the son or the daughter that's what? The lively one. The one that likes to talk a lot. Right? Same thing. It's the same thing in the body. Yep. But you are oblivious to what the hell is going on in your house. You're going to be oblivious of what's going on in the body. In the husbandry of the Lord. Go ahead, read on.
Ye are God's building.
Right. See, and that's what we were supposed to be understanding. That your household is God's building. It starts there. So we're in Timothy's. We're talking about a bishop. We're talking about why a bishop has to first learn how to take care of his own house. These are the elements and things that this man has to learn. Let's jump to the next point. Go to 2 Esdras 14 and 14. So what type of leader this man has to be? Go ahead, Hakawa, read that.
2 Esdras chapter 14 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
Let go from thee mortal thoughts.
So what type of leader does he have to be? He has to be done with carnal. This leader in the house, he has to be done with the carnal things. He has to be ready and understanding what's needed for his family. Sacrifice. So you got to let go of the carnal thoughts. What are the carnal thoughts? I want to stay in the streets. I want to keep jumping from girl to girl.
Yeah, it's what pleases me.
It's what pleases me. That's the carnal thoughts. Those are the mortal thoughts, right? Oh, it's all about how I look. We talked about that. That's the mortal thought. It's all about what I get, what I can get from it. Go ahead.
Cast away the burden of men.
Right. In order for you to be a leader in the house, you got to be strong. You can't be crying to your rib. Right? You got to be the leader. She's already come on, look at these cats out in the world. They're already crybabies. The black man already don't want to stand up. 2021 and you still want to blame it on the white man. You want to blame it on the white man. That's not going to fly. I'll say it again. The white man did his job, but look at you. You feed right into his plan. So it's not the white man. It's you now. You got to step up. That's the weak nature. Your excuses. Right? Go ahead.
Put off now the weak nature.
Uh-huh.
And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
So these are the things, man, that hold us back from being leaders and being a good husband. Right? Somebody got to be the faith bearer in the house. You see, your rib is doubting. The kids are oblivious. They don't know what's going on. Who's going to be the leader in that house? Because once you learn how to lead that house in faith, you can go to the house of the Lord and be a faithful priest. Be a faithful brother. Be a faithful bishop. Go ahead.
And haste thee to flee from these times.
Yeah, but think about it. You got our people, a lot of young brothers still running into these times. They want to party as like it's 1999 every day. They're not running and saying, wait a minute, the world is damn ending. Let me see what I've done for my people. Selfish, man. The black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, the white man has put a lot of selfishness in us to where we don't even think about our nation on a wider scale. Like a lot of people, you can say, well, yeah, I got my house. I'm thinking about my house. But that's it. You see, you don't get it that was supposed to transcend from your house to your nation. Right. Good. You got your house in order. But you skipped. You only worried about your house. You ain't worried about the brother man, the other man. You worried about you. Because you got those too, right? Like, this class ain't for me. Because me, I'm on my rib. My kids, I got my house in order. I make sure I pay bills. I take out the trash. I make sure I'm doing my job. I'm leading them with the scriptures. But that's it. You stop there. And you forgot to transition to being that bishop. Yep. The leader to the nation. The guide to the nation. So you can't cut one out. You can't cut one out. It needs to be a balance. Y'all get this? What verse are you at?
Verse 15.
Go ahead.
16.
Okay, go from there. So let's talk about the weak nature. What's the first weak nature that the black man has to put off? 1 Corinthians 13:11. The boy. The boy. That's what I titled it in my notes. The first weak nature the black man has to put off is the baby boy. Huh? Your mama's not going to come save you no more. Right? The teat ain't the answer to everything. The baby boy. Read that. 1 Corinthians 13:11. Read it.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11.
He already got it. Go ahead.
When I was a child, I spake as a child.
Yeah, see? That's the weak nature. So when we talk about this weak nature that is going to lead you into being a good bishop, you got to put off the childness. You got to know there's a time for all things. You got to know that. You got to know when to study, when it's time to drink, when it's time to kick it, right? You got to know what to be able to give yourself to and what not to give yourself to. Yeah. That's what the man is learning. The boy, he still want to be a boy. He wants his G.I. Joes. Right? He still wants his play toys. He's narrow-minded and he's not fixed on the bigger agenda and plan that the Lord has set you out to do. You've been called. But now you got to step up to the plate. So you got to put away the boy. Go ahead.
I understood as a child.
Your understanding got to change. People need you. We need you. The Most High wants you. Your nation needs you. Read.
I thought as a child.
Yeah, the way you think. I keep saying it. Y'all got to understand, the world didn't teach us nothing. America taught us how to be stupid and slaves. The hood taught you how to hate your own people. It didn't teach us nothing, man. So we got to put those things away. Go ahead.
But when I became a man,
Uh-huh.
I put away childish things.
You got to put away the childish things. That's the weak nature. Y'all understand that? What's another, and remember, we can go a whole class on the weak nature, right? But I'm just hitting pointers. Another point of the weak nature is what? The carnal mind. Go to Romans 8 and 6. 1 John 2 verse 16. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
For to be carnally minded is death.
You know what that means? That means that if you're motivated by everything physical and sensual, you're still in baby boy syndrome. You should know by now, man, that every woman on Instagram and Facebook and every woman you meet shouldn't garner your attention. You should know that. But I know we got to grow up, right? We got to grow up. And that's what the Most High is trying to show us, man. We, as Israelite men, kings, have to grow up. We can't even talk about being gods until we put away being boys. We got to grow up to be men to transition from a man to a god.
Yep.
Y'all see this? So another weak nature we got to put off. When it said put off the weak nature, we got to put off the boy. We got to put off the carnal, the love for the flesh. Right? Read 8 and 6 one more time.
For to be carnally minded
Right?
is death.
Right?
But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
That's what we're learning, man. To be better bishops and better leaders, we got to understand these things. If you're still motivated by the physical and excited by physical things, it's easy to pull you. You're going to sell out easily because the flesh got its hooks in you. 1 John 2 verse 16. Ma Waller, you got this one. Go ahead.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh.
It says all that is in the world, the what?
The lust of the flesh.
That's what you got to let go. You got to let go the lust of the flesh. So, when we were talking about the look, the fake look, the cars and all that, that's nothing, man. You got to let that go. The white man ain't even thinking about that. While you thinking about a little 2021, they thinking about a 2060.
Right, they trying to get to the moon.
They trying to get to the moon, right? See, they ain't even thinking about that. They give you the little kid stuff to focus on. What?
They thinking about owning Tesla.
Yeah, listen, they thinking about owning the moon. You're right.
Right.
We're going to go take the moon. Like, are you insane? Yes. We're going to take the moon and all the stars.
Right.
And that's why we look at the white man. We're like, what the hell is this guy's problem?
We're going to go higher than you.
He want to own the world. He want to own the universe.
Yep.
We want to go where no man has gone before. And while the black man is talking about, listen, this is my block. Right? You know what I mean? This is my block. You know what I mean? Like, you arguing over a block. This is General such and such block. Negro, please. It's not. It's not. But that's that Jake mentality. That's that worldly mentality. Go ahead.
And the lust of the eyes.
Right. You're still caught up on what you see. You get infatuated by every little thing that comes in your way.
That's right.
I gotta have it. I gotta have it.
Oh, I like it.
I like it.
I want it.
I want it.
Got
I
to
gotta
have
have
it.
it. Right? You heard about the flesh. That ain't gonna help you. The fleshly things ain't gonna help.
Yep.
And we can have these things, but if they control you and pull on you, and that's your own motivation, because that's what we're talking about. To transition from the boy to the man, you can't be motivated by these things. That's what the white man put out there for you. The little trinkets and toys. Go ahead.
And the pride of life.
Yeah, and the little fake pride of life. The little fake pride when any minute your life can be taken from you. Your breath can be taken from you. You could fall out and... I was watching one, man, where the guy was a boxer and he got hit. The boxer hit him in the back of the head. Y'all see it? The little Puerto Rican cat? And this dude was a regular person. He went into... his body shut down. He's a vegetable now.
There's like a restart button in the back.
No, it really shut him down. He's a vegetable. This guy was 20-something years old. The most I could drop something from a penny in the sky. Somebody shoot a bullet up and come down and come on you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can get a car accident and just one leg cut off and change your life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like any moment, the Most High can change your world. But what did you do to be in the pleasure in the sight of the Most High? So the lust of the flesh that's not hot anymore. Especially as you grow up and you see that how every year, I'm looking at my age, I'm like 40 years old. You know how many cars I've been through? To actually put my trust in a vehicle and be like, man, now I'm on.
Right.
Now I'm on. Like I made it. You know what I mean? I got the 2021. I'm on. Like you realize that after 50 cars, the car could blow up anyway.
Yep.
You know how when you go
flooded.
through the water in Houston and it sucks into your tailpipe and the engine's gone? It's like, you know how many times that happened to brothers and sisters?
Yep.
To put your trust in the carnal things, you realize, man, you're a fool if you do that. You're a fool. How many women left you already? And you already, no, this is the one. She's going to be the one. Right? You putting all your chips on carnal things instead of the spirit of the Most High. Go ahead.
It's not of the Father.
Right. It's not of the Most High. All these things are not of the Most High. These are the weak nature that we got to get rid of to be this better bishop. Right? So the carnal mind.
Pride of life.
Right? The baby boy. And what's another thing the black man has to get rid of? I mentioned it earlier and I said I'm going to go into it. The doubts. You fear. You're scared to take responsibility.
That's right.
You're scared to step up to the plate. Go to 1 John 4 and 18.
First John chapter 4.
Malachi, read that. 1 John 4 and 18. The doubts. Right? That's another demon that's on our people. You don't want to step into it. That's why you ain't take the test yet. You've been here how long? Huh? You don't want to be consistent. You've been here all along. Why? Because then you have to be responsible. But what do you think a king is? A king is responsible, right?
Yeah, it's funny when you think about that. Everybody wants to be a boss. Everybody wants to have like this authority and look like, have the money, but it takes responsibility. But that's what a lot of our people are running from. And it links right back up with that fake image. A lot of our people try to have the image of a boss, but don't really understand how to be a boss. What's the workings of a boss? And that's why that doubt comes in, because it's like, oh, I don't know if I can take that. I don't know if I'll be able to consistently be able to be on top of that. Doubt.
Go read that. 1 John 4 and 18.
1 John chapter 4, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
There is no fear in love.
That's the weak nature. You love God, but you're not ready to give it all up for him. You still got roadblocks. You can be great as hell, but you will never know it because you fear to step into the arena. You're never going to be nothing. Your name would never be known.
Ooh. That's what the scriptures
Go ahead.
say.
Read.
Come on.
But perfect love casts out fear.
See, if you're going to give yourself to the Most High, he wants all that love, true love. Right? So that means that what? The love you were giving everything else got to be diverted into the Father. See, remember I said we were going to talk about it? His question? Because it comes right back to that. In order for the man to be a real man, his true love got to be put into the Father. Everything else got to come after. And guess what? As you see what we're going over, when you truly love the Most High, what are you going to be dedicated to? You'll be dedicated to your house, your family, your nation. You see that? You'll have the love for those things being dedicated to the Father. Go ahead.
Because fear has torment.
Because fear have what?
Torment.
That's why a lot of people don't want to achieve anything. You want to be this, man. Think about what you wanted to do before you got the truth. It's like, man, I want to be great. I want to teach. Whoa, I got the truth. I want to teach. I want to lead my people. Well, then why? Then do it. Oh, because now there's a standard. You realize that, damn, it ain't as easy as... It is easy. Fight for the standard. Fight for the level that you need to be at. Don't come in and let things distract you. Keep doing the great things for your nation. Go ahead.
He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
See? Fear holds you back. And this is one of the weak natures, man, that holds back the blacks, Hispanic, and Native American men from being the gods that God, the Lord, created. Right? Your fear. What are you scared of? Huh? What are brothers scared of? What is it, Doc? Huh? You don't want to be accountable? Huh? That's why you won't take the test? That's why you won't step up? That's why you won't study more? Because the more you read, you're going to be what?
Accountable.
You're going to be accountable? 47. It's 8:47. Go ahead, read on.
We love him because he first loved us.
What? Go ahead. Well, you read 4 and 18, right? Okay. Go from there. Go to 2 Timothy 1 and 7.
2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear.
Yeah, bro. Somebody give me Daniel 7:18. It says the Most High have not, don't yell out. It said the Most High hasn't give us the spirit of fear. You understand that? The Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear. So I say this to the black man that wants to be the king. Well, then step up and start putting on the characteristics of a king. And in Timothy's, it goes through it. It goes through the characteristics of a king. What? Daniel 7:18. Oh, he's at
2 Timothy 1 and 7.
2 Timothy 1 and 7. Read that one more time.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear,
Go ahead.
but of power.
See? You want the power? Well, then take it. Daniel 7:18. Read that. He already has it, though. I already told. Go ahead. Read
Daniel
that.
7 and 18.
Uh-huh.
But the saints of the Most High
Yeah.
shall take the kingdom.
You see that? It's not in word, but in power. So the weak nature you got to put off is fear. And you got to take it. That means that you got to put off the weakness inside of you. You got to denounce that. The second guessing, the not being sure, not knowing what you want to do, straddling the line, double dutching. You got to do it, man. The saints shall take the kingdom. We're not going to march. We're not going to dance. We're not going to sing our way into the kingdom. We're going to take, go ahead.
And possess the kingdom forever.
Right. So let's get into the last point because we only got 10 minutes left. So those were some of the weak natures. And we know that. Come on. Y'all done got many classes on the weak nature. But those are the main points that I wanted to bring out to remind brothers, man, that you're going to be the bishop. But you got to start being accountable for these things, right? So the last point is we have to lead by faith. You need to lead by faith in your house. It has to start with you. Right? Romans 5 and 1.
15.
Romans 15 and 1. 15. Go ahead and read it. No.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak.
So, as a husband, as a leader, you have to understand that a lot of this is going to be thrown on your back. And only a man of faith is going to be able to bear it. Only a man of faith is going to be able to bear this burden. Read it one more time.
We then are strong up to bear the infirmities of the weak.
Yes. And you know where that starts from? Your kids, your wife, your household. You got to bear these infirmities of the weak. And then it comes into the sanctuary. You got weak brothers, weak sisters, the doubters, the double-minded. You can't let them lead you. You got to have faith that leads you. You can't let them lead you. So you need faith to lead your household. In order to throw that burden on your back and be the king. You see what this is about, man? I love this topic because it's about responsibility. And you can see the ones that fear, that are scared, that are unsure. Why? Because they won't step up to say, you know what? Let me do what I got to do. You're talking about it's too much for you. Maybe it is. But the 144,000 ain't going to be too much. The gods, it ain't going to be too much. Right? We're not going to be perfect because it's a burden. It is a burden. But we're going to be ready for it. Right? There was nothing like that in your life you wanted to do? That you was like, man, I'm already turned up. Nobody's going to stop me? Was there anything like that? Huh? What?
Yeah, I know, like in football, when I played football, I mean, we used to go against like bigger squads, and I was already pumped up like the night before, like going to slash these dudes.
Right.
I mean, our team would be doubting, and I'm like, nah, we still about to do what about to do.
The man of faith. Yeah. Somebody, but you see how to your whole team, you needed one man to look at everybody in the face and say, man, y'all are tripping. We finna go do this. But you don't got a lot of men like that. It's rare. But we supposed to be those men. But we gotta let go of that fear. We gotta be ready to throw our kids on our back, our rib on our back, and what? Truck her down the road. Get her to salvation. Get our kids to salvation by any means necessary. Right? Remember, you did it in the world. Right? You're so dope by any means necessary. You was a pimp, a player by any means necessary. Right? You did it for the white man by any means necessary. Why does it sound weird when we come and talk about the word of the Most High? It's like, it's something different. The Most High just wants what you gave the world 10 times more. That's it. It's not a lot. What? Go ahead, read on.
And not to please ourselves.
And not to what?
Please ourselves.
So the brothers, the Moseses, right? The Davids, the Solomons, the Joshuas, they're not going to please themselves. It all comes back down to you knowing what you have to be for your nation. So you want to be that bishop? Are you ready? Are you ready to step up and take and bear the infirmities? Like Yahushua? Because that's what Christ did. Did he not? He bare the infirmities for his people. He didn't talk about it. He took the lashes. He took the stripes. Now, how are you going to do that if you can't even sit down and go through your ribs maze of a mind? Your child's maze of a mind without you psychologically losing your damn mind.
Right.
Right? Think
Inception.
About it. Huh?
Inception. You done got twisted.
Yeah, you went into the inception and got incepted.
Right.
Go ahead, read on down to verse 3.
Let every one of us
You see how this goes right together with what we were talking about earlier? Because what is our problem? What is the black man's problem? Hispanic man's problem? Native man's problem? Selfishness. What is their problem? Selfish. They always want to please themselves. But a man of Christ, he's got to step out himself and give more. It can't be about him. It's about what your family needs. Sounds like a movie, huh? It sounds like a movie, don't it? That's the hero in the movie. That's the guy that steps up. That's the white guy that beats everybody up in the end of the movie.
Right.
Right? That's the Captain America Marvel hero.
Right. I was going to say the same thing.
But that isn't you. That's supposed to be you. It's going to be, listen, it's going to be the 144,000 whether you're in that number or not. Our job is to show you what it is, what needs to be done to be in that number. Right? It's going to be, remember, the 144,000, it's already written. It already said in Revelation, these are they. These are the 144,000. They went through great tribulation. These are the ones that gave it up and lost it all. They said, we have given up all for you, Yahweh Shai. Right? They left father, mother, brother, sister, and they did it for the gospel. They put Yahweh Shai first. So it's going to happen. It's already done. The point is, do you want to step in one of those shadows and be that man? Right? At least you do, Hakawa. You're the only one that said Kai. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead, read on. Come on.
For his good edification.
Right?
For even Christ pleased not himself.
See? And that's the example. Christ didn't live for himself. It wasn't about him. It was about his nation, his family, his household. And yeah, even though he wasn't married, he still had a mother. He still had a father. He still had brothers. So he was still there for his family. Philippians 2 and 4, and we'll end it. Oh, no. Then Judith 8:24. We'll end it on that. Yeah.
Philippians chapter 3 and verse 4.
Read. Go ahead. Read that.
Though I might also have confidence.
Philippians 2 and 4?
Yeah, Philippians.
Go ahead.
Look not every man on his own thing.
So this is what us as bishops, in order for us to be better leaders in the church, we got to do away with the selfish spirit. Go ahead.
But every man also on the things of others.
There you go. We got to be thinking about our people, our nation. All right? Judith 8:24. It's only.
Judith chapter 8, verse 24.
Okay, Ariah, you read that one.
Judith chapter.
Okay, Asael, you read it.
Judith chapter 8, verse 24.
Go ahead.
Now therefore, O brethren, let us show an example to our brethren.
So it says we got to show an example to our brethren. That's in the Apocrypha, sis. The new sister. Yeah, Judith 8. Won't you flip it for her? He's like, here. Judith 8:24. The scriptures is showing us, man, that it's on us for our brethren. But before we get to the brethren, what about your family? What about your rib and your kids? Go ahead.
Because their hearts depend upon us.
Do y'all think that? Do you not see that our people need? They need that strength among them. They need strength among them. They don't need niggerism, man. They don't need foolishness. They need strength. They need backbones. They need men that are going to stand up. They need women that are going to stand up. That are going to be the model of what Christ wants. Right? Not force, but through your own will serving Christ. They need that. They need good examples. Our young sisters need good examples, man. Their example is Cardi B, Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yep.
Right?
Doja Cat.
Oh my God. That chick she might as well just be named porn star.
Right.
That's their example. But Why are you feared? You should be. We need examples. It says, let us show an example to our brethren because their hearts depend on us. Go ahead.
And the sanctuary.
We're the school, the body, the schools, the nation. Read.
And the house.
And the what?
The house.
Read.
And the altar.
Go ahead.
Rest upon us.
That it rests on you. And I know a lot of y'all don't feel that way, but it is what it is. It does rest on you. Now, what man is going to step up and be ready to carry the burden? That's what this is about. So let's jump back to 1 Timothy 3. Let's reiterate the point that we're finishing up. Jump straight to that point that we were on. Go ahead, Asa. Hey, Asa, read it.
1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 4.
Right.
One that ruleth well his own house.
So do y'all now see what it's going to take for us to rule our house well? It's going to take a lot of commitment, dedication, and sacrifice. That's why you can't just come in and anoint yourself bishop to the third level, to the fourth power, the fourth realm. You can't do it. You got to put on these qualities. We got to get better at the qualities. And a lot of new people got to start at least acknowledging that they got to put away the old man and put on these things. Go ahead.
Having his children in subjection.
Well, now we understand how we're going to have the children in subjection. It wasn't just beating them and pushing the iPad on them. Right? It wasn't that. Put them in front of the TV talking about, man, I'm a good parent. That's not a good parent. Right? You're going to have to take time and sacrifice because you wanted that baby. Go ahead.
In subjection with all gravity.
Right? Go ahead.
For if a man know not how to rule his own house,
go ahead.
How shall he take care of the church of the Most High?
So you see how if you don't have all these characteristics and at least striving and bettering yourself in these things, how are you going to take care of the house of the Most High? I told you before, a brother asked me about a new brother that barely came in. And I said, this brother that just came in, he was like, well, how long do you give him? I'm like, I don't give him no long. Right. The gospel determines. Ooh, I got one with that. The gospel determines how long you give him. You know what I mean? I'm like, but that be brothers' problems nowadays. You're so ready for flock and fruit that you won't even give the man, the brother, the sister, the time as a baby to grow into a teenager, a teen, right? You just want to what? Nah. You know what I mean? The baby comes in barely walking and stumbling, and you want to what? Throw him in the field. You can't do that. It takes time for us to understand at least the bare essentials and the basics and the things that we need to start working on with ourselves. If not, we're going to put these people in position, and they're going to be a disappointment to us in the nation. Right? You got some? Okay. Anybody got any questions on that? Sis, did you have any questions on that or anything else? No? Okay. All right. Anything online? Remember, I'm going to say it again. Tonight is the Sabbath. Tonight is the Shabbat. So, I mean, y'all know it's the day of rest. I don't know where the hell. If you ain't here, then what the hell you doing? Hopefully you're in the book. Y'all studying and staying in the spirit. Tomorrow, Sabbath morning class at 10. Does anybody got anything? Yeah. Give them that mic so they can hear. You should have put it. That was good.
About us like not hating laborers' work.
Yeah.
I remember Zion was breaking it out one morning, and he was like, brothers think the kingdom is gonna fall out the sky. Like you just gonna look in the sky and see the kingdom fall down. Like you gotta go out here and put the work in. So like you said, the saints shall take the kingdom.
Right.
So we
gotta take it.
You gotta take care of our responsibilities and stop being selfish.
So where's the kingdom at?
It's within us.
Right. He said, don't look here, don't look there. The kingdom of heaven is within you. So if the saints got to take the kingdom, what are you taking back? You. You're taking back you. Yeah. You're a shell of yourself. Yeah. The white man told you you're something you're not. You know what I mean? So we got to take back who we really are. All right? Anything online?
No.
No? Nothing online. We'll give them a few seconds. Do we got anything we need to counsel about? Any grievances, gripes, situations? Anything we need to deal with? Well, hopefully, we need to get these classes, these topics out. Because these are the topics that's going to prevent a lot of people making fun of the Hebrew Israelites and discrediting the Hebrew Israelites and saying that y'all insane, right? What they're seeing is bad examples. They're seeing cats that, I'll say it again, and I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. Because in my heart, I don't believe they're doing it on purpose. I can't believe they're being ratchet and niggerish on purpose. I believe that they're trying, but they're not doing it according to knowledge. So we need to get these topics out to let everybody know. So anything else? Nothing else? Let's salute them online. Let's say shalom. Shalom. We'll see y'all.
6 chill, for real.
Judith. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah. King Asa was Judah. Don't crowd me up, who gon' rouse me up? Alistair Crowley, your time is up. It's a big mess, I gotta clean it up. Esau, the end of my kingdom's up. On the eagle's neck, I'll press. I woke up from my rest. My rulership is up next. No vex.